Okay. 8, and this is the first film target. Let me just double check my notes. Target 8, 35 yards, 13 degrees down that slope. It's a bit open on this peg, to be honest with you. You might find, I mean, it's a bit of a windier day today. You might find that the archers will take their time a little bit. No one wants to mess this first target up. And like I say, it's a bit breezy. Stood on the top of this mound. You may have seen it in the background in some of the videos we've done already. It's the mound that's right in the middle of the practice beds, right in the middle of this quarry. So it's a picturesque shot, but like I say, it's a bit exposed. And like I say, no one wants to mess this first target up. So let's have a look. So here we are, first target. Inge Enthoven in the Libo top. Lucy O'Sullivan on the left hand side. Right, let's see where they start off with this. What are you expecting from today from Lucy and Inge, really? I don't think she can be caught, Lucy. I mean, it's pretty simple. Okay, that's just out the top. If Hope's going to catch her or Inge's going to catch her, they have to beat her for 10 targets and tie with her for the rest, and that's a long way away. Yeah. That's a very long way away. I think it scores 4, but it's close enough to the 3, isn't it? It definitely is halfway across the line. So I'm not sure how sort of aware Lucy is of like sort of how this works. You know, she doesn't need to do anything clever. No. She is going to lose the odd target, even if she's shooting really well. And the simple maths is that the 2 women following have to win 10 targets. Yeah, very simple. So each time Lucy walks away with a draw on a target, heaven forbid a win, that's another. I mean, I know it's a small sport, but that's pretty wild. That's dead centre X. Is she going to be a bit nervous, Inge? Obviously, she hasn't been in this position for a long time. She hasn't shot great recently, but she's a good archer, and you know, she shoots the my bow better than she's shot other bows. I would expect she can't drop. I was about to go. She can't drop 3. I mean, you were up on there. You're going. It's not a 3-drop target, is it? No, it's not. It's not. It's at this moment in time as well. It's probably the best time to be shooting it. Yeah. But it's like I say, it will get choppy up there. You've always been of the chat whenever we talk about sort of Chris on these situations or other archers. You know, there's almost an advantage in going up second. Like Hope will be going up for possibly, the first half. But it has its own added pressure. I mean, there's no discussion. Hope's looking at that, going, right, I've got a chance. Straight off, I need a 15. Yeah. All right, depending on where this goes. I mean, if Lucy would have put this away out of the spot, which she hasn't, that's dead down the X. We've got to keep an eye on these X's as well. Yeah, you know, so undoubtedly, you know, just for a second, Hope goes, oh, how hard's this going to be? Yeah. She's got to keep her head. Lucy's got to keep the head. Lucy's got a massive advantage. Now, people have gone to me that I'm sort of discounting the boy at full draw now, Duncan Busby. I don't discount him for a second. I just have a feeling that this is going to be between Chris and Gillingham. What gives you that? Obviously, Tim's only 1 point behind Duncan there. Nearly called him Donuts there, his nickname. I mean, that's bottom of the X, maybe just out of the X for Duncan. I think it comes down to, I don't doubt that Duncan, you know, wants it, that he, you know, it's strange. I had a conversation with Duncan yesterday, and he's a nice enough lad, and that's nice. Dead centre. He was actually going to be nice if Chris won one of these. Yeah, I had a very similar conversation with him as well, to be honest with you, and I think and I don't think he's being particularly, somebody say I should win this. I think it's how he feels about it. I think he knows how important. I don't think he's going to give Chris an inch, but no. he knows how serious Chris is about the World Fields coming up. He knows how, it's almost become a running joke, not in a bad way. How can, with everybody's got lucky once or twice, how can Chris have been to so many of these and never won one?
Yeah. Well, this is 29 and counting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's come second, I think, 8 times.
But Chris is going to have to shoot good shots. And that's, if you've watched Chris shoot...
I don't like what he's doing already. I mean, I know it's a bit breezy up there, but you got Duncan up there, just, like I say, taking his time a little bit. He's not coming up and down. He's finding the gaps. Right now, Chris could have been shooting there, and he's not, And
I mean, when I go that Chris is going to have to shoot good shots, it's the conversation I had with Hope and Tim Gillingham this morning. Chris doesn't have to shoot good shots, but he'll think he does.
Yeah.
If he starts shooting, that's moving a little. If he starts shooting stuff that just gets under his skin, he's too old now. No.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the... But even when he was younger, I remember having a conversation with him when it was, I got quite angry with him that I was there going, he was putting his name for the 10th time or something on a national champs trophy.
Yeah.
And he's going like, I don't care whether I win this or not, I'm shooting badly.
Yeah.
And you're going, there was no arrogance in it. He wasn't going, there's nobody can beat me. Middle.
Those 3 on donuts are on a £1 coin then.
Yeah. But Chris has got to make a decision. He's either out here to win this with 60 arrows, not giving a stuff how they feel.
Yeah.
Or he's out to maybe not win this. That's not the best shot, but it's down the middle. He's out to win this with that shot, which is not an awesome shot that goes in the middle. And
Chris can win anything with those kind of shots, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But not if he's going, I wish I wasn't shooting.
Yeah,
I wish I was shooting these better.
Yeah. If he's trying to make a good shot, then I can see him struggling a bit.
Slow stuff.
It's going to be really difficult to shoot good shots in these conditions as well.
You're not going to pull out good shots. What you're going to do is...
And the loop they're starting on is very exposed as well.
Yeah, but you've got to shoot them in the middle and just laugh when they land there.
Yeah.
You've got to take your licks if it's out. But you've got to go, this course is going to mess with me a bit today. I mean, it took a very long time to shoot, X's and 5s that he didn't have to... If he's going to put that much work into it all day, it's going to be a long day.
Yeah.
Hope and Anna Walls, they have trained up in Edinburgh together, although Anna's from Australia. Maybe just make sure you move your sight, the Australian girl. Now, the level of pressure that's on Hope, which she has to put to the back of her head, that starts with a 5. Move your sight because you don't want to miss one out the left. Is already, target 1 is and we've talked so many times in commentary about, let's take a point off them.
Yeah.
It's almost simpler. The way that I would put this is that Inge and Hope, it's like match play golf. They are literally going, I need to win 10 targets.
Yeah.
And that takes as a given that's
still
costly
high.
Not to have moved that because they're on top of each other, and definitely one of those is not going to score 5. Let's see where she goes with this. She needs... It's a given that it's win targets and tie the others. So you either man up into this. If it's not going for you, if you hit a string of stuff where you get frustrated, going, okay, I should be X number of points up for the day. Go, I haven't lost a target yet.
She's got an opportunity here, though. I mean, this isn't overly difficult, especially the way Hope's
moving around a little bit. I would have. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit breezy out there. You can see the front end moving. I don't think it was a particularly bad shot. I would have cranked the sight over, going, if I'm going to miss this, I'll miss it on the right. You know where the wind's coming from.
And just
that's just inexperience.
Yeah.
And she has 0 experience. She will actually struggle to walk off. She'll think 5-4-4, which is what they're telling us is pretty poor.
Yeah.
But she's actually shot a decent group.
Yeah.
You're going like, just your ability to perform and win stuff.
Yeah. I mean, for her, it's all preparation for next week anyway. I mean, she's not she's obviously in the top group.
No, and I mean,
she's a long way back. She's not going to...
That's a 5. And could have made 15 with a adjustment on the sight after the first arrow.
Tim.
Right. Gillingham... that's not the first arrow he wanted.
Your expression there was what Tim's face looked like.
Yeah, I mean, he has to get into, like, killer shark mode.
Yeah.
And if he does, God help you if he's chasing you. You know, you're the going that I discount, you know, Jari and Duncan. Best will in the world at this kind of archery, Tim Gillingham and Chris White are better than them.
Yes, they are, yeah. Yeah.
And that's not because it's Chris I'm talking about. It's literally, they're just better than them. Now, as I remember, Jari has a European medal.
Yeah. Champion back in 2011.
Duncan was champion in 2015.
Yeah.
So that's the level we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, Tim Gillingham, you know, we tend to use a lot of, for the Europeans, a lot of feet of field as a benchmark.
He's a 3-time IVO world champion.
I mean, there's nothing that Gillingham hasn't won over 20 years of what he does.
No.
And were it not for a couple of other archers, it's just about in, were it not for a couple of other archers in America who are pretty special, Tim Gillingham would be Hall of Famer.
Yeah, going down history, wouldn't he? And
these 4 archers are good.
Yeah, they are.
I just think that if you're going to watch this today, you've got 2 proper classy field shooters. In Chris, they've dedicated their life to it.
Yeah,
you know, Duncan and Jari were target shooters who shot a bit of field.
Yeah. What I can see in the back of my mind is it being about Chris and Tim, and then Duncan or Jari
sneaking through
it.
I think we're in the same situation that we were in an event ago. They're not both going to screw up.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I'd use the analogy that, you know, if you've got...
They're not far behind Chris, these two.
No. Middle and decent shots. We'll see as that goes forward. So no change on that gap. Picked up a couple of useful X's for Lucy O'Sullivan. Chris White, I mean, you're going to see, keep track of the scores. We're coming in about, I think we're coming in at sort of every 4 or 5 targets today. It's a little bit different to how we normally do it. It's going to be interesting on that gents group as to who takes it by the scruff of the neck. But there are 4 excellent field shooters in that top 4.
Yeah.
A lot of medals there. Right, we'll be back with more film targets.